Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Nathan Payne, and today we're going to be chatting about how you can calculate the numbers for analyzing deals in your wholesaling business and being a real estate investor. We're going to dive into what that calculations and that math looks like, and how you guys can feel extremely confident with the offers you make to sellers, whether you're going to take the house down and flip it yourself or if you're going to wholesale it. I know that calculating the numbers accurately for deal analysis is something that can be intimidating for people, and a lot of people want to know how long it took me to master this skill. And I'll tell you, when we first went nationwide and started investing in multiple markets, I didn't really have the 4-step process down, but now that I know exactly how to analyze deals and what math to look at and what data to check out. I feel extremely confident that when I make an offer to a seller, whether I buy it myself or I wholesale it, I'm getting it at the right price. I would say by practicing the 4-step process and having the right practicing the skills, you can master quickly within probably a couple days if you try on a couple sellers that you're actually working with, or if you just practice on a couple properties that you're looking to buy and you want to know the value of them. But it's pretty quick as long as you practice. So in a couple sentences, I want to explain to you why it's so important that you know your numbers and your calculations and that you do it correctly. Number one is if you make an offer to someone and you haven't really dived in and asked them the proper questions and understood the situation and the condition of their home and what the house is worth. When you make them an offer, you could be making them an offer that's way too high, and you're gonna get it signed. They're gonna be excited that you're gonna buy their house, and then you're gonna come back and say, "Hey, I'm sorry, I did my math wrong." And I used to do this, and it's painful and it's not fun. But you want to make sure you know exactly what you're offering, and that you can fulfill with what the offer you're being made, whether you're gonna buy it yourself or wholesale it. And just a basic overview of the numbers. You need to know the value of the home, the ARV. What repairs need to be done if you're working with the right seller, and be able to take all that data and put it into a calculator so you can arrive at the right number. But it's so important that you do you calculate your numbers right, because if you're fixing this property yourself, and you buy it too high, you're going to lose money, and nobody's in this business to lose money. And if you get this property at the wrong price and you try to wholesale it, you're going to waste your time and energy and the seller's time if you don't even have it at a good price. So to actually break down the math for deal analysis into some really specific, simple steps, first off, when I talk to a seller, I want to understand what the value of the property is after it's been repaired. So that's called the after repair value, the ARV. So the first thing I want to do when I'm talking to someone is I want to find out what that house could sell for in its updated form, if it's flipped. And you need to be able to have the right data for that. So that's the math you need. You need to find out the ARV. Then you want to ask the seller the condition of the property. Does it need paint? Does it need foundation work? Does it have a new roof? How old is the HVAC? That's all information that you need to know so you can analyze the right math and work backwards, so you know what number you need to buy it at, or what price you need to have it under contract for to wholesale it. So once you know the ARV and the repairs that need to be done, you also need to know if you're really working with the right person. That's not so much math, but that is important, so you're not wasting your time. And fourth, you need to be able to take all that information, that math, and put it into a calculator. You can do it in your head, but there's a spreadsheet that we use that specifically takes the ARV of the property, the price, the repairs that need to be done, whether it's a heavy repair, medium or light rehab, heavy, light, medium rehab. You put all that information in there, and it even calculates hard money if you're going to borrow hard money. It calculates if you're going to use a real estate agent to resell the property. So all that math goes into the calculator, and it spits out, a final number with how much you're going to make if you get it at a certain price. And then you need to be able to determine, okay, is this enough money? Is this enough money for me to make, for this to be worth it for me? Does this have enough spread so I can wholesale it? So when it comes down to the specific math, you need to know ARV, repairs done, hold time, if you're going to relist it with an agent, if you're going to use hard money. All those things are important to breaking down the deal and seeing if it's going to make sense for you to buy it or if you're going to wholesale it. So at what point did calculating the numbers for deal analysis become second nature for me? That's a question some people have. And I'll tell you right now, I can't remember a specific time where I just said, oh, this clicked for me, because, when we went nationwide and started wholesaling multiple markets, it was painful for a while just because we did not know what to offer and we weren't selling all the deals that we thought we could. But I would say after I found this process, it started becoming pretty simple, maybe at 4 or 5. Actually, it took maybe 6 months to really get this dialed in. And now it's very quick. I can be on the phone with the seller, look up the ARV, look up the right data, ask them the right questions. And I actually have a spreadsheet that we can give you guys that has all the questions where you'd ask for repairs, but what to ask the seller. But I can do that very quickly on a phone call now in under 5 minutes and find out what I need to be able to make, what I need to make the offer for, and what I need to offer the seller for it to make sense to be a deal we're either going to keep and flip or if we're going to wholesale it. So it's second nature now, and I believe that with the 4-step process and knowing how to calculate the numbers, it can be second nature for you guys, and you can figure it out in less than a week if you practice it. So very simple. The process is there, and extremely important to have understand deal analysis so you're making the right offer, so you're getting good deals. If you're new to investing, or maybe you just need to sharpen your skills but are struggling with finding and identifying potential investment opportunities, and you don't quite understand how to professionally analyze these potential investments in order to confidently choose the best investment opportunity to pursue, then take advantage of our free courses in the link below, where investors just like you go to learn how to implement advanced investment strategies to make money and buy deals.